Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
That's what I heard, too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty impressive.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beidou. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Oh, he's on board right now for the celebration, isn't he?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they will come to us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes, a strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Do I? Oh, to be honest, I don't care for that kind of reputation. I don't want people to see me like some big-shot official from Yujing Terrace. But I'll take it as a compliment. I'm glad you see me as well-respected. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way. Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for new crew members while we're back. It'll be a first-rate chance to learn the life of a sailor. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
Waves are as calm as always.
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. That's right. You catch on quick. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you? You truly are an adventurer at heart. Let's start with the fundamentals for any armed crew member. Basic boat handling. Follow me. These are some older skirmish boats that we keep on the Alcor as backup. Although they've been made redundant by newer models now, they're still fully kitted out. They're perfect for when we need to do simulated battles as part of crew training. Disappointed? So this isn't quite on the scale that you had in mind, huh? To be honest, the Alcor going into battle is the last thing I'd ever want to see. In fact, out of all the confrontations we've ever had, almost all were resolved by negotiation. Only when negotiations fail do we consider deploying our armed fighters and skirmish boats, and they alone are enough to handle most situations. The only reason the Alcor would ever need to open fire would be if it were a fight to the death. The Alcor serves only 2 purposes: to deter or to destroy. We are an armed fleet with a strong sense of justice, not war-hungry lunatics. We're very careful about determining when to use force and exactly what level of force to use. All of this to say that mastering a small attack craft is quite enough for new crew members. Do you have any experience piloting small armed vessels? You mean you can do the jobs of a helmsman and a gunner simultaneously? Wow, that's quite an achievement. Even in the Crux, there are few who can do that. Seems like you're a natural. In that case, I'll skip the basics on how to operate your craft. The goal of this exercise is simple. Steer your skirmish boat along the prescribed route and return here within the time limit. You can start when you're ready. I'll be waiting here so I can observe your skills. Start whenever you're ready.
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
Nicely done. That was a joy to watch. Perfect timing on the turns, you kept your craft stable on the straightaway. It was like watching a well-rehearsed show. All right. It's high time I introduced you to some of the more serious business that the Crux takes on. Come with me. We're... You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kinda like the maritime equivalent of a guard for hire. We work as an armed carrier, earning our keep by successfully delivering the goods entrusted to us from A to B. Aside from that, though, there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kinds of goods.
Hey, my hotshot accountant. Nice of you to join us.
Cut it out, boss. Juza sent me here with a message. He says preparations are now underway. If you give me the all clear, I'll head straight over.
Okay. Be careful. Well, she has something to take care of. Mora Grubber was right, though. The other important side to our business, the less official side, is doing exactly what merchants do. Importing here, exporting there. The only difference between us and regular merchants is that our transactions aren't entirely above board. You'll see what I mean by that shortly. I'm taking you to see one such transaction for yourself. Come on, let's go meet our trading partner for the day.
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Catch it while you can!
What do you have?
Hello there! Here at Nay's Professional Fishmongers, we've got everything you could ask for. So what do you need?
I want a bass head with all the teeth removed. If there's a single tooth in there, I don't want it.
Ah! You know bass have pharyngeal teeth, right? In the throat? How do you expect me to get all those out?
Then I'll have a bass trunk with 2 swim bladders. Again, if it's short by 1 swim bladder, it's not the bass I want.
You're not making this easy for me. 1 bass means 1 swim bladder. Afraid that's not up to me.
Okay, then I'll take a bass tail with scales that are yellow on the outside, black on the inside. Also, it's gotta have a total of 81 scales, that's 7 times 7, no more, no less.
What kind of fish scales are yellow outside and black inside? You sure this is a fish you're talking about? In any case, you can try all you want, but 7 times 7 is never gonna get you 81. Pardon my asking, but you're not a fish expert, are you? I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have any of the things you're looking for. Look, I'm a professional. So are most of the people I serve. I can accommodate anything they ask for. Seems you two are amateurs. So I'm sorry, but you'll have to go someplace else.
Anywhere you'd recommend?
Like I said, Nay's Professional Fishmongers is for professionals. For amateurs, the place to go to would be Wise Amateur Fishmongers.
I bet you're wondering why that guy was saying he didn't have what we wanted. That was just the first step in the transaction, to confirm our identity.
Fresh seafood!
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Come take a look.
Is this Wise Amateur Fishmongers?
That's the one. We have all kinds of amateur stuff here. The more amateur, the more of it we got. What would you like?
We'd like a bass head.
No problem. Ours are all toothless, mind you.
And a bass trunk.
Oh, no problem. I'll stick an extra swim bladder in there for you. On the house.
And a tail.
Sure thing. I'll paint the scales yellow on the outside and black on the inside, so you can tell at a glance, this ain't no ordinary fishtail. If it's 7 times 7 you want, I can do you 81, 138, or even 648. It's up to you.
Great. I like your style. We have a deal.
I appreciate your patronage. Please, take your order to our warehouse manager over there. A real amateur if I've ever met one. Proud to have you as a customer. No, we don't have the fish here. All fish sold at Wise Amateur Fishmongers are still swimming in the sea. Once we get the order in from the customer, we go fish it out for them. The warehouse handles that side of things. Pay first, then we bring you the goods. That way you get the freshest catch.
I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard, put the tea on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
Are you two here to collect your order, huh, Bade?
Yes, sir. We're here about that bass.
I didn't expect you to come in person, but we still need to follow procedure. The bass you want is not a standard specimen. Our fishermen need to wait for the right moment to catch it. You know the rules, I take it?
Of course.
Oh, well, as you know, timing and location are everything when it comes to fishing. You have to wait till all the conditions are just right. That means the tide, the moon, and the wind. So, let me ask you this. When will the tide come in?
The fishing song will sound out at midnight.
How drunk will the moon be before the party's over?
It won't stop while the Star of Death shines.
I see, yes. Which way will the sea breeze be blowing?
The breeze should be bound for Guyon.
All right, then. Well received. I'll go and make arrangements.
Great. I think that wraps up everything we needed to do in Liyue Harbor. Let's head back and wait for the delivery. The three people we just met are our business partners. Nay's professional fishmongers and Y's amateur fishmongers are just cover names. The bass, obviously, is the code name for the goods. The numbers of teeth, swim bladders, and scales all represent different specifications. Meanwhile, the conversation I had with the warehouse keeper was the instructions for the deal itself. Let me translate it for you. Tonight at midnight, the deal will take place in Guyanstone Forest. The Alcor will wait there as long as needed. As for what the actual goods are, well, you'll see tonight. What if I were to say yes? What would you do then? Thank you. But don't worry, everything will be fine. I deeply value you as a friend, but ultimately, you're not with the Crux. I definitely don't want to cause you any trouble just because you hung out with me. So rest assured, we haven't broken any laws. At least not today.
The truth of this world. What could it be? The soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of bloom blossoms. No, please. Allow me to handle this. Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling. What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery? The truth of this world. What could it be? What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery? The truth of this world. What could it be? What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery? Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling. The truth of this world. What could it be? Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Captain Beidou. You gave me quite the surprise when you showed up in person earlier today.
Well, my friend is visiting, so I wanted to show him how the Crux handles some of its important business.
I see. You two must be close.
You got that right. Now, down to business. Have you brought the goods?
Yep, all here. Please, feel free to take stock.
Stop! Nobody move! We have received certain information pertaining to a potential illegal business transaction at this location. Apologies, Captain Beidou, but I'm going to need to inspect those goods.
Oh? An illegal business transaction, you say? Well, all the goods are here. If you have any suspicions, please inspect them at your leisure.
Captain, everything's been checked. It's just a bunch of potatoes, flour, and so on. And all the paperwork checks out too.
Huh? Everything's been checked thrice over. There's not a single contraband item here. The paperwork was approved by the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the tax declarations are all in order.
Looks like you've managed to clear everything up. I suppose we can put this down as a simple misunderstanding.
Yes, apologies. This was a mistake on our end. Come on, let's go.
Bravo, Captain Beidou. This was rather ingenious. Seems like your friend still has a little catching up to do.
I know you have a lot of questions. Come on, take a walk with me and I'll lay it all out for you.
Well, I'll leave you both to it. Captain Beidou, I look forward to doing business with you again. Take care.
You probably thought that there was some sort of nefarious business going on behind all the secrecy today. The truth is, that was exactly what I wanted the Ministry of Civil Affairs to believe. What you might not know is that I, as the leader of the Crux fleet, and you, the great hero of Liyue Harbor, have both been on the Ministry of Civil Affairs watch list for a long time. In other words, whenever you or I crop up in Liyue Harbor, it almost always draws their attention. Not that there's any animosity behind it, mind you. In their words,
It's a security precaution to prevent people like us from causing unnecessary trouble.
oh, I have no qualms about that. They're just doing their job, keeping the land safe. But how does that saying go again? Ah, yes. Sometimes, the closer you are to something, the less you can see. Did you figure it out yet? That's right. Mora Grubber, the accountant. With you, me, and a few sacks of potatoes and flour serving as a front, the deal she's overseeing on her end should go off without a hitch. After all, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent the Millilith to us. Looking at the time, it should be any second now. Look, that's the signal. Tonight's real deal is officially done. Do you have any more questions? You're right. Never underestimate her. But she knows that neither you nor I would do anything. In any case, there's another higher-level watch list at the Ministry of Civil Affairs above the one we're on. It's top secret. But I do know that the I've gotten off topic. On some level, Ningguang and I... Reason being, I'm the only one who can get her some of the more obscure treasures. It's... complicated. All you need to know is that what might be easily attainable for some people can often be a lifesaver for others who can't get their hands on it. That's where we come in. It's as simple as that. You still have some important things to take care of, don't? As long as you don't know what. So, I'm sorry. Of course, if the day comes when you've traveled to every corner, you're welcome to come back. You'll always be welcome in the Crux Fleet.
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
Waves are as calm as always.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. The pen of the Crux. Oh, that's a wild idea. Unfortunately, this ain't the Wanwen Bookhouse, kid. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you? As I expected, you have a will to protect others. There are 2 main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment. As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology, etc. You can go learn about these skills from Genshin, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields. Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate the knowledge of the crew. If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people. go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later. I look forward to seeing how you do.
Hello, traveler. I'm Yinxing, the Crux's surgeon at sea. Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. Oh, I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then, let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face? That can certainly be a problem at sea, but it's not the biggest danger. The most dangerous thing for a newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine at sea as well. Those are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment. We have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies, all kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation and the lack of entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal. Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Oh, that's not surprising. Most newcomers think the same way. But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think that's enough for you to think over for now. Is there anything else you would like to know? Wow.
Sorry about we were so caught up on getting you to join the Oh! Well, in that case, you have come to the right... I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailor. Let's start with what to look... First, you should... With these features in... Visually, the most advanced... It's worth mentioning that under... Some cartographers mark out other points... To be honest, but if we don't decide... Fortunately, I don't think anyone other than... Oops. Is there anything else you would like to know, traveler? My pleasure.
Weapons on this side are quite well maintained.
What a bountiful...
Coming to be! Burst forth! Coming to be!
Hello, traveler. Are you here to learn? In my line of work, I've got to have a pair of sharp. I saw the captain showing you around the training grounds, so I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the. Okay, marine meteor. These are all potential threats to take water spouts, for example. But if you know that water, you will be even more alert if you also know that the present. And most importantly, so there you go. Those are the warning signs of water spout. Well, do you know the small fishing village? Later, she made her way to the harbor where if it wasn't for her, you may not have. Who would ever have? It proves that having skills alone is. Find me anytime if you want.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while longer. So, what did you think? Now you know. First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain sailing. But what is the single biggest... Is that your final answer? As you've just learned, the fleet plots its route. The supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added... Okay, interesting. And on longer voyages, we have to be especially... So, my question is... Okay, those are all... Congratulations, you... wait a second, you didn't pass. It didn't seem to be all that hard. Did you get them wrong on purpose? Ah, just kidding. I know you wouldn't do that. I guess, in that case, how about we... I've actually been hoping...
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kinda like... We work as an armed carrier. Aside from that, though, there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kind.
Hey!
Cut it out. Juza sent me here.
Okay. Be careful. Well, Mora Grubber was importing here. You'll see what I mean by... Come on, let's go. So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? Well, you sound Gotta admit, though, I like your First of all, but what is the single... Is that your fun? As you've just learned, the supplementary chart has lots of lines. Okay, yeah, on longer voyages. So, my question... Okay, those are all my questions. Do you want to know how you did? I gotta say, each time you got them all. Okay then, now it's time to apply that endless talent of yours to learning some new recreational activities. Don't worry, you need to realize, looking at that is why regular recreational we offer a lot of fun. Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer poetry and music appreciation, as well as communal wind listening. Each newcomer has to participate in at least one, so that they've got some way of keeping themselves occupied at sea further down the line. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands... Well, for today, if I remember correctly, it's...
Listen up! Everyone can go back and call it a day.
What's going on here, Juzo?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over in class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite the multi-talented one, aren't you? In that case, why don't you help us out and lead the class today?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no time to schedule anything. It would be great if the Traveler could step in as the teacher for the day.
It's up to you, Traveler. Great! It's settled then.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3... Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems like you already have someone in mind. So, who will it be? Me? Well, we could do that. Guyunstone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be... So how about we snap Guyunstone Forest for today's class? Then there'd be no need for a model.
Come on, Captain. We talked about this. The photography class is supposed to be portrait photography. Have you forgotten? Scenery looks nice at first, but it gets boring after a while. I bet it'd keep the crew more entertained if we got them learning portrait photography so they could record moments in each other's daily lives. Those were your exact words, Captain.
Were they now? Strange. I don't seem to remember anything about that. Well, then in that case, how about... Or... Fujo...
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. This isn't like you. You are the captain, after all.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even use it to promote...
Real funny guy. Well, if you say... So, what do I do now, Traveler? Like... this? You're kidding, right? It must be... the lighting, or something. I never said that. You mean, go somewhere else, then bring the final photo back as
Sounds good to me.
The lighting may still be a problem. But I'm open to persuasion. Just to be clear, I won't necessarily... fishing village near Wangshu Inn? That place is deserted now, isn't it? How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map. I'm surprised that you'd remember such a trivial detail. He's right, though. I did live there for a while. Well then, let's go. We can take this opportunity to pay my... It's certainly seen better days. It was never that impressive, but at least back in the day, it was a lively village and home to several families. I wonder how long these last few... Nothing as dramatic as you might think. A few small incidents occurred, and then people began to leave. Come on, let's take a... People used to call this place Downriver, because the villagers apparently moved here from a place called Upriver. With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now Upriver is long gone, and Downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. Tu Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name. You're right. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I first arrived here. I was homeless and had to wander around the streets. I remember finally managing to find half a rice bun, but then a stray dog jumped out and snatched it away from me. Half a rice bun was not something I was willing to give up so easily at the time, so I chased it all the way to this neighborhood. Then a few fishermen saw us running and stopped me. They were kind enough to give me some food. Seeing me stop, the dog also stopped running, but straight away it keeled over and never got up again. Maybe it was too tired, or maybe it had starved to death. I went over and saw that the dog still had the half rice bun in its mouth. It didn't let go even at the very end. Poor thing. Had I known the dog was so weak, I would have let it take that half rice bun. I could tell they were wary of me at first. I was the dirty little kid who had just chased a dog to death over some scraps of food. But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home. That's how I ended up staying here. Do you know what the name Beidou means? Come on, I'll explain. About a year or two after I arrived, the village chief fell ill during the winter and passed away. During that same period, the harvest was getting worse, and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was bad luck. They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault. I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beto. Then some of the villagers started shouting and drove me out of the village. They shouted, "Nando controls life. Beto controls death. Beto controls death." Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. It wasn't until then that I realized that Beto was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. I bet he never expected that the little girl he took in would grow up to be seen as a curse. What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess. You got to Inazuma and the Electro Archon's Gnosis was taken as well? Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale than I ever could. Oh, I get it. You're trying to convince me that I'm not cursed. I appreciate it, and I'll take it. Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed. And I, for one, have never encountered a storm I couldn't weather. But your journey's far from over, isn't it? Just remember, there's no telling what else you might encounter in this vast world. So if you ever find some idiot trying to brand you as a scapegoat just because you're the one who lived to tell the tale, tell them Captain Beto demands to have the honor along with you. Remember, you'll all... Two cursed scapegoats banding together for survival. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher? Come on, let's not waste any time. So? All right. So, is it done yet? Show me. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yes. Now, as captain of the Crux, I am exercising my official right to requisition this photograph for future... So, I'm afraid I'll be... Here we are. I bet he never expected... What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess. I appreciate it. Let's not forget, I, for one, that your journey's... So if you ever find... Remember, you'll... I kinda dig... I'm lucky to have... Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Come on, let's... So? What? The nerve! What do you think this is? I don't want to do this whole modeling thing. Hey, cut it out. No more pictures.
the truth of this world. What
So after we dropped you, we searched the wreckage. At first, I thought it was but after a closer look, I realized it wasn't as for, I'd say so I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land. Is that right? Here's the map. See? So, where do you think it is? Guili Plains. Huh. Oh. So you do live up to the hype. I can't. Let's head over there and take a look.
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
It should be around here, right? Hmm? Oh, there are quite a... I'm more than a match for these
Keep digging, boys! Once we have our hands on the
You can all hold it right...
Huh? Who's that bark? Do you know who you're up against? What the... Captain Beto? Run, boys! Run!
Nobody move!
Captain Beto, Lord of the Ocean, this is all my fault. I didn't know who I was up against. I don't have a death wish. I got a big mouth is all. It's always saying things it shouldn't. Please, have Well, if you need to take anyone, take... It was me that disrespected you.
Is that right? Fine. Seems like you've gotta... Get out of here!
Thank you, Captain Beto.
Wait.
Yes? What else?
This treasure's still up for grabs. The Crux fleet honors the... You found it first. I can't have any rumors going around about Captain Beto's...
Captain Beto! We wouldn't dare... Take the treasure as an apology for my foolish... Please.
Oh? I accept your kind offer, and I'll make you one in return. If you want to mend your ways and put all this behind you, the Crux... It'd be humble work, but at least it'd get you one...
Wow, thank you.
Right. Let's see what we've got in here. This isn't what we're looking for. Let's look around. Those rocks look kind of weird. Let's see. Nothing. Let's keep looking. What are those hilly trolls digging for? Wait, actually, I've heard they sometimes dig for buried treasure. Let's go take a closer look.
Check this out!
Now you shall perish!
I got you covered!
Shine down!
Yeah. Come into being! Don't get too close! Huh? Feel this ancient power! Live! You can run, but you can't hide!
Nope, not here either. Now that we've searched all the places of interest, it's,
Captain Beto! Captain Beto!
Huh?
Captain Beto! Actually, we've just been... Because we were thinking about what you said... Well, me and the boys decided... We're ready to...
Oh? Are you sure?
Yes.
absolutely sure.
Okay then. But I'll warn you right now, you won't have it easy. It might just be menial work in the port, but in the eyes of the general public, you'll be associates of the Crux. So there'll be a grueling test you have to go through before you can start.
I understand. Truth be told, Captain, it's only because it's you. And since you...
Well, there's no place in the Crux, but then so it comes down to you. Then, yeah.
Thank you, Captain. I couldn't help but notice you were searching for something else. It still...
Why? Do you have any clues?
We heard about 2 treasures, so maybe the other one might... Not too far from here, but I'm just not sure of the exact location. All the info we got... Drunkenly I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyon stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. As for the ruins long for... But beyond that line...
So, see my friend here? Am I right? Okay then. Let's start by heading to the site and serve.
Okay! These are the long forsaken ruins from the... But judging by the state...
It seems that we need to dig deeper. Drunkenly, I gazed at the... Do you have any ideas? Somewhere you can see the ruins from. Yeah, and maybe the shadow cast by the tree.
Oh, I got it! This guy fell asleep and...
Dusk and the shadow of a red... Let's take a look around.
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
Found it! At last. You really can't. Without your help, I don't think I ever would have gotten my hands on it. To us, this is just... But to some people, when I found the treasure map, I'll let you read it for your... Finished? Yeah. I can't fault him for what he did. Well, Let's fulfill.
Burst forth!
There is no escape!
Check this out! Live! Burst forth! Fire it up!
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Come into being! Burst forth!
Well, this is it. Oh, boys, it's time for your first. Give this check to the old lady who lives in that wooden hut. Tell her it's a
Yes, boss!
What's up? I see. But you only find sakura blooms in certain places, right? It must have been quite... Let's just pick one, huh? You've already helped me out so much today. Okay, off you go then. Take her the sakura. Your child in a...
The truth of this world. What could it be? Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.